It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In his 3rd year now, here's the punter, Matt Darr, to kick this away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets take possession. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hackenberg on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Two yards to go here on third down.
Watch 19, watch 19. All right, here we go. 3-19.
To the air again, Hackenberg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now.
They run again with Jackson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Hackenberg. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Crash. All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the second-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, 3rd most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Alex Anzalone from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
We got three.
On second down, here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
A first-half update now from Philadelphia. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Watch left, watch left. Crunch time. Here we go.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Yep, 28. Hey, we got 3 out.
Now Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out of there.
Ajayi hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Tannehill now on second down. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
What's left? What's left? Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Alex Anzalone in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Gun! Set!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Right. You got right. They can't hang with that. Here we go. Detroit! Back!
First down, Hackenberg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Strong right. Over. Here we go now. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Hackenberg on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
All right, here we go.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run it with Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Set! Green! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky!
Back near his goal line. It's Hackenberg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Hackenberg. That one complete to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Strong left. Strong left.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Over.
Check.
Gun.
On first and 10, Hackenberg. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Hackenberg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Patriot.
He's not going anywhere.
Hackenberg again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Meanwhile, down in Philly, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Run, run, run! Young Trip is here, baby! Young Trip is here! Watch tight end. Hey.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll throw now with Hackenberg. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Patriot. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? What if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit?
Room here to run.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tannehill on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Darren Lee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sack, baby, sack.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. First NFL pick for the rookie safety, Jamal Adams. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch you now, boy. Gun! Hurry up, hit.
2nd down, Hackenberg. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. Wide open receiver complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Here we go.
Hackenberg now to throw on 1st. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that
it's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly.
Skyrocketed. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Now Damian Williams to return it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray, and they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Double tight, double tight.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Ajayi. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Field left, field left.
Tannehill now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. He's at the 40. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Watch right, watch right, watch right.
Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Tannehill trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in. Can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On the run, this is Jackson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complimentary football.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch right, watch right.
Quick, go quick. Run.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Single. Let's go.
Tannehill on third down. And it's caught by Parker. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch tight end. Here we go. You got three down. Hurry. You got to get moving, man.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them.
He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. And by the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play.